Well, hello there. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday to everyone out there in the RTHD world. It is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020, and we are here with Road to Happy Destiny, RTHD, Season 3, Episode 3. I am Coach Bear, Coach Glenn the Bear. What another fabulous, glorious day we have outside. Words can't even express how beautiful it was this morning when I took a nice walk with my father. And I hope you all are soaking it in and enjoying the day as well. Oh man, I'm just happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to another great show here on RTHD, Road to Happy Destiny. And I hope you guys and girls are ready to go for a ride. We riding? Well, I'm with you, homie. You heard me? All right. Hey, we're going to save the Serenity Prayer for the end. I am going to start with a prayer, though. So let's go ahead and get started. Prayer. I pray that I may have protection and safety even in the midst of the storms of life. I pray that I may face each day with peace and hope. I like that little prayer right there. Safety and protection during the storms of life. All of us, many of us, most of us, I'll speak for me, have to weather some storms in life. And, all I can do is be faithful and pray that I'm going to be able to get through these storms in life and, have hope, if you will. And, praying for peace, praying for hope. Those are things that I have to wake up and think about on a daily basis, especially in the crazy times that we're in. And as I, on a personal level, continue to look for employment as we get ready to start coming out of this coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic situation. So, like that prayer for today, let's go to some thoughts, if you will, and I will, from Cousin Jeb in Lafayette, Louisiana. I didn't get a chance to head out to Lafayette last weekend. Hope to be doing so this coming Saturday. So looking forward to seeing Jeb and his family if that does come to fruition. All right, first thought. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Think about that, right? You are what you'll do, not what you say you'll do. Have I been guilty of that, especially in the last few years where I've said, I'm going to get to that and put things off, right? So what does that make me? If I look in the mirror, not even how other people see me, I am the guy that says I'm going to do things, but then I don't follow through. I said I was going to do this show for over a year or almost a year, whatever it was. And finally, now 43 straight days later and episode 43 in total, I'm trying to be the guy that doesn't say but does, and that people will remember me as someone as a doer. So I like that thought today. Next thought, don't mistake activity for achievement. And, all throughout my professional life, I've worked with a lot of wonderful people, and some of the people I work with, this does not make them any less wonderful, but they would always talk about at the end of a day how many hours we put in a day. But when I really reflected on it on the car ride home, we didn't get a tremendous amount done for those hours. But, when you can go back and say, I put in 14 hours yesterday at work, but I really only got a couple of quality hours out of the work, what's my achievement level there? So both those thoughts today really had me soul searching as to where I've been in regards to those items and where I am now in regards to those items and where I hope to be in the near future. So I like that. Now, good reflection and meditation for today as well. A lot of these are very thought-provoking and maybe not the most bubbly of things. I'm going to let you know that right now. But as always, I'm going to keep my energy and enthusiasm up and try and relate it to me. And if it relates to you, that is wonderful. That is fantastic. That is outstanding, as a priest friend of mine would always say. Reflection for today from the 24 Hours a Day book, the portion I chose. Whatever is done is over. It cannot be changed. But my attitude can be changed, especially through talking with those who can be empathetic, right? Those people that can put themselves in my shoes. So I chose that particular portion of the reflection because of my journey right now for these past few months, and in the direction that I'm heading, and just as a reminder to me, okay, that look, the past is the past, okay. I can't change it. My attitude can change. I can learn from the past as I move forward, all right? But instead of keeping it all in here and in here, bring it out, right? Especially with a person, another human being that can be empathetic, that can put themselves in my shoes, and I can feel they can really relate and offer me some guidance and hope, especially if their future has gotten better and better as days have progressed for them, and I can see that as a visual reminder right there in front of me. Our meditation for the day from the 24 Hours a Day book, I selected this one. Turn out all thoughts of doubt and fear and resentment. Never tolerate them if you can help it. We talk a lot about doubt and fear and resentment on the road to happy destiny. Why? Because we have to deal with it. I have to deal with it. I have to deal with my doubts. I have to deal with my fears. I have to deal with my resentments. In fact, I threw resentments into today's into action. But if I say and have been saying that the opposite of fear is faith, that is something I'm working on, trying to be more faithful. All right. And look, I have my doubts. I have my doubts about this very show. I love doing it, which is why I continue to do it. It helps me. I only can pray that it helps at least one other person out there. Hopefully much more than one other person. I don't know how many people are still watching. I don't know how many people think, oh, it's the same old show. I get that. I'm comfortable in routine, which is why I have my little format all set up and haven't really tweaked it too much since the beginning. But I do know this. I went back on Sunday and watched episode 1, season 1, episode 1, the pilot, and this show is way different than it used to be. I mean, I see the growth. And, I got to continue to believe that this is going to go somewhere for me. I hope and pray that it will. Even if the best thing that comes out of it, somebody out there sees it and says, I want a guy like that working for me. And, or in my school or my playground or my company. I want a guy who seems like a coach and maybe can help coach in different areas other than kids in sports or kids in the classroom. So, that's why that meditation meant something to me today. And without further ado, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to dive. Whoa. Dove a little too far. I'm going to dive into action. Just wanted to see if you were awake out there. All right. Time for you all to grab your handy dandy Into Action notebook, your favorite writing utensil that you use to write in your notebook. And let's go into action, baby. Let's do it. You heard me? Yeah, you right. Here we go. Our 3 categories for today. 1, as we all know, is gratitude. 2 for today is resentment. 3 for today is love. I'm going to briefly explain each of those before you start writing. Obviously, gratitude. What are you grateful for today? What am I grateful for today? Resentment. What are you having trouble with getting over or getting past? I know that throughout the course of life, people are going to build up resentments. I know, I'll speak for me, I have resentments that are built up that I'm trying to chip away at, trying to get rid of, man. And obviously, through this process that is headed in the right direction for me. At least I feel it. You may not be able to truly see it, but I feel it. So I'm going to work on one of those resentments today, and then love, okay? How can you put into action expression of love today for another person? The route I'm going to go with is this: not for someone that loves me back. And when I do mine, I'll get into that. But thinking about showing love for someone that does not necessarily love me back. And I'll talk about that in just a few shakes of a lamb's tail. Here we go. Number one, gratitude. What am I grateful for today? I am grateful for all the things that I take for granted. The ability to walk, the ability to talk, the ability to see, the ability to hear, okay? The things that you just wake up and I'm able to do. I am thankful for all of those attributes that I can use daily, right? I'm also thankful for my personality. There's a lot of people out there that couldn't do this show or wouldn't do this show. I love it. I love doing it. I love talking about it. It is becoming a part of me. But I'm thankful for it. You know, I don't know what I'm going to say when I turn this camera on. Yeah, I got a few guidelines for the show that particular day in my notebook, but I don't know what's going to come out. So I am thankful for these abilities that I have that I may take for granted on a daily basis. That's my gratitude today. 2, resentment. You know, one of the things that I still have a hard time with is this. Over the last few years, I have made no secret of the fact that I've had some ups and downs. I've had some struggles, you know, and I've heard this phrase quite a bit. Hey, coach, anything I can do to help you out, let me know. Absolutely. I'd love to. And, you know, a lot of times that's really just a friendly way of saying, hey, I wish you the best, coach. It really is. A lot of people have said, hey, I'm going to help you out, coach. I really want to help you out. You've been a great help to me and my family, or me and my kids, or, man, over the years, you've been a great friend, or, you know, whatever. You know, I want to help you. And there are a very small few. I want this show to grow leaps and bounds. That is one way you can out there, you can help me. You know, a little goal I've set of 100 subscribers to my YouTube channel. Right now we're at 82. We've been stuck at 82 for a couple of days. That's a little way that, you know, people can help me. How does it help you, coach? I don't know. It helps me mentally, you know? So, but as you see, you felt the passion come out in my voice. Obviously, I have some resentments towards people that give me the, hey, anything I can do to help you out. You know? I want to get a career going again. You know, whether it's in education, teacher and coach, with recreation, with anything, sales. You know, people aren't knocking down my door offering their help when you know, I clearly need some. So anyway, point being that I obviously have some resentments that I need to work on and put into action today. Because you know what? Bottom line, I can't control other people. You know? All right. 3, love. You know, it is, as I mentioned a few moments ago, very easy to love somebody that loves you back. It really and truly is. But how about the person that you may like or you really want to love that doesn't love you back or doesn't even like you back? That makes it more difficult. So, you know, I continue to work on that daily. I know there are people out there that don't like me, and I got it. I get it. Okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray for those people. And I'm going to pray for me to pray for those people. And I'm going to, through my prayer, in turn, love those people. So, my into action for love today, I'm going to love those that may not send me love back in return. Now, if that's not your choice for today in love, if you want to just love those that love you, perfect. That is beautiful, because it is extremely important for me and others to love people that love them, right? Giving them that love in return. So I like the into action for today. Hopefully you have some good thoughts about that, some ideas running around in your head and putting them on paper. Also, don't forget to write down in your notebook today something that struck you as good that you want to write about, or bad that you want to write about in your notebook as well, to keep your reflections going strong in that arena. Now, I forgot about this yesterday. I glazed over it because I forgot. But the segment of advice for me, and if you want it to be advice for you, real quick for today, one item. Maybe no longer look for the good in people. Where are you going with this, coach? Rather, search for the real. Capital R-E-A-L. Because while good is often dressed in fake clothing, real is naked and proud, no matter the scars. That I want to take as advice for me. Yes, I do want to look for the good in people. That's not what that's saying. But the real in people. And I alluded to that into action, right? In my resentment area. Hey, coach, give me a shout. Anything I can do to help you out, brother, just let me know. And then that's a wrap on that one. So, the real people are the ones that they're going to show you everything. They're going to show you themselves, good and bad alike. Look at me. I'm showing you me. I'm showing you Coach Bear. I'm telling people every day, almost every day, that for the last 2-3 years I've struggled up and down. That's real. That's real, too real for some people. Oh, he's damaged goods, man. That's what he is. So I need to surround myself with real people. I need to be real. I need to be good. People need to be good. I need to look for the good in people, but I need to look for the real as well. So that's advice for me today. If you don't like it, you don't need to take it. All right. One final thought for us today. One of the great ironies of life is this. The person who serves almost always benefits more than the person who is served. That is what I'm trying to do. I am trying to serve. I'm trying to help others. And, my hope is that I get great benefits from this. It's not the only reason why I'm doing it, but I'm hoping that that gives me benefits down the road, okay, in a mental, physical, and spiritual way. And good vibes come my way because of that. That's how I interpret this. You don't have to interpret it that way if you don't wish to. And then one of the things I saw today on the FB that really struck me that I want to share, whatever you are not changing, you are choosing. So when I talked about me not changing the fact that I'll say something and maybe not put it into action right away, then I'm choosing to do that, right? Because I'm not changing that. Well, that's what this show is helping me to do. I am doing a lot more of putting things into action that I talk about, which is why I say this show is for me, because it's helping me to change and choose not to change, right? So I like that. Hey, I said it yesterday. I'm going to keep saying it. Be joyful in hope. Be patient in affliction. Be faithful in prayer. Go out there today. Be happy. Be joyous. Be free. Be in gratitude. Be into action. Let's close with the long version of the Serenity Prayer that I shall read. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen. Have a great day, a wonderful day on this beautiful Tuesday, May 12th. And the last couple of days, I've been trying to keep this at around 10 to 12 minutes. It's just not possible because I keep thinking of things that I want to say. Have a great day. Peace.